Hello everyone, today I'm going to be cleaning my OMTech Polar laser cutter. It needs some maintenance and a really good heavy clean. I have not cleaned it in probably about 5 months, but I haven't used it at all in that time because we had moved and I told myself when we moved I would clean it, and now we've been here 3 months and I still haven't done it. There's a lot of dust in there and I need to replace all the grease. I need to clean the lens, and just everything in there needs a good cleaning. So we're gonna get on that. I got everything I need for it. I got my white lithium grease. I got my isopropyl alcohol. I only got 91%. They recommend 99, but 91 will work. I got some microfiber like tearaway cloths. These are rewashable. I wash them on their own, not with like any of my normal laundry, so I can keep them for when I clean my machines. And then I got everything else, all the tools, everything it came with. I need to buy some more swabs because they only come with a little bit, but I've used almost all of them, so need to get some more of those. So let's get into it. Okay, now that I got my laser cleaned, it's all nice and clean, we need to get it installed. I won't be able to turn it on yet though, because I still need to get more antifreeze for it. I'm just going to get distilled water, and then I also need to install the in-unit fan because I had to replace that. So that's why there's just like there's no fan there, it's just a hole. So this is what we came up with. So I don't have one of those fancy machines you can connect straight into and it filters the smoke from your laser. I didn't have $900 to do that. I mean, I just bought a UV printer, so I didn't have the money to do the full setup I wanted. But when I lived in Texas, I had it connected to a window, which is what we're gonna do here. So we have a window in our laundry room down in the basement. It's all the way right over there. It's all the way over there, but the laser is all the way over here. So I bought a ridiculous amount of these dryer vents, aluminum ducting, because the laser came with some already, some of like this ducting. It's not aluminum though, it's like a rubber. It's rubbery. So it's 5-inch from the machine, the OMTech, into the inline fan, and then after it comes out of the inline fan, it's 6 inches out of the inline fan. So I bought I needed like 30 feet of duct that goes all the way to the window. That's how much I needed. And I had about 12 feet with the 5-inch rubber one and then the 6-inch rubber one. Now, I have kids, so I can't have a duct laying on the ground. So this is what I came up with. I have a 3D printer. So I 3D printed these little like hooks, because if you look at our ceiling, it's a drop ceiling, and you can't really put holes in that because it's just like particle board or something. So on the little, those rails, this fits perfectly on it. So you just kind of like pop it in there and it can like hold some weight. So I'm gonna distribute them. I'm gonna follow like this line right here next to the light, and it's gonna go all the way this way, and then we'll eventually go through there, and then we're gonna screw the inline fan either into the wall, or we're gonna put it over here. There's a shelf right over here next to the window. We'll probably do that. We'll probably put it on the shelf, take the 5 inches all the way to that shelf, and then it will just connect straight into the window. So these should work really well. Thank goodness there's a drop ceiling in here, and we're renting this house, so I don't want to, like put holes everywhere. And then for the window, since we're in Wisconsin, where trees explode apparently, news to me, I never knew that was a thing, it gets cold. And right now it's winter still, technically. So we need to figure out how to keep the heat in and the cold out, and then vice versa in the summer. So I bought this big piece of acrylic. It's a 1/4 inch. I'm gonna cut it down to the size of the screen for that window in there, and then I will figure out how to install it without like putting holes in anything. But I didn't buy this. I made this. 3D printed a piece for it to go. Here, I'll show you. So this is what I'm going to do. So this is the 6-inch part. So the 6 inches is going to go into the plexiglass. So I got to cut out a hole just the 6-inch size. It might protrude a little further in. So it'll just be like a hole right here somewhere, a good size one. And I'll screw this in place. And then on the other side, this will go on the opposing side of the plexiglass. So this will be on the outside. And I'm going to take some silicone all around this before I screw it in. So it'll be on the opposite side of this. There'll be a hole, a bug screen, and then the hose I 3D printed a part that it like keys into here. So you put it in and then slide it, and then it stays put. And then it'll be perfect. And then I can just I can use the 3D print a part to put in to close it off, or I'll just close the window, because I can just close the window when I'm not using it. So I won't always have this hooked up. I'll have a way to why are we black and white? There we go. So that's my plan. So that's what I'm going to start doing today. I still don't have the fan yet. I ordered another fan for the inside the machine, so that should be here in a couple days. So I gotta get that installed before I can put the hose in. But I'm gonna get the hoses in it's gonna look really janky, but I'm gonna have a hose going through right up through here. Thankfully our landlords are cool. They don't care. So it should be good. So we're gonna see how well this turns out. Maybe you need an idea for that too. So let's get it done. been like a month and a half since that last clip. I had some issues, but I did finish getting this hose, this vent installed. It looks janky, it looks weird. And I got the plexiglass in there. It works really well. So I'm not having any like smoke or smell at all when I use my laser now. Down here in the basement, I was really worried about that. But I do have a little bit leaking out, I think at where this inline fan is right here. So I gotta get something like, I tried to use duct tape, but I don't think that worked very well. But after I got that done, the hose installed finally, I was having issues with my laser. It wouldn't turn on. So, well, it would turn on, but it wouldn't fire. Like it was going through all the motions and it should have worked, but it wasn't firing. So I had no laser. And so I talked to OMTech and I'm like, oh, do all of this and this and this. And I did all that stuff they said to do and it didn't work. And so I decided to, I was like, oh, maybe I need to change out the coolant or something. And when I went to go look at the laser tube again, I noticed a crack and it broke. So it must have broke during our move or something. And so I had to replace that. So I got the laser tube replaced. I didn't record anything about that because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So, but I got it figured out. It's working now. It was a lot of work, but hey, I got this janky hose up, vent, and it works really well. It also works really well when I use my UV printer too. When I'm running prints, I just turn on the inline fan and it pulls air in through this grate right here from the room, and I would like to have a hose directly to that, but that's not gonna happen right now. This works as it is, so thanks for watching.